Hey, what is up, you guys? I hope you all are having a fine and fabulous day today. So, for this video, I wanted to do something a little fun and make a subjective ranking of all the songs dropped by some of the female rappers this quarter thus far. Essentially, I am just going to give my brief personal opinion on these songs, as well as list my top three faves and my bottom three faves for majority of the female rap songs released from January to March of 2024. I really wanted to make this video as I feel like almost all of the big dogs in the game dropped these past few months, and some of the songs I didn't really get a chance to make a review, so I just thought it was going to be a fun video. I do want to say some things before we jump into it. One, this definitely isn't every single song dropped by every single female rapper, but a majority of them. So please don't come for me. I am well aware a handful are being left out, but I am covering, in my opinion, the more notable releases of this quarter. So I'm sorry if I don't get around to your underground female rap fave. Two, I'm not covering any features in this video. I just want to focus on the girls' releases as a lead artist. And finally, three, this is solely my opinion and the rankings are made purely off my own enjoyment of the songs. If you disagree, that's completely okay, and I actually encourage you to constructively share your opinions below. Okay, I think we are ready to jump in. I'm gonna go through each song in the order in which they were released, and my final ranking of everything will be at the end. First up on the docket, we have Hiss by Megan Thee Stallion. And I think Hiss is a good song to kick off Megan's run for this year. She's obviously planning to drop an album this year, and this song definitely got a lot of attention onto her. Overall, I have kind of a mixed opinion on the song personally. I think it's dope when artists, specifically rappers, get really personal with their music and talk their shit. With both Hiss and Cobra, I think it's dope that Megan is showing a more vulnerable side of her and letting everyone know her side of the story. The problem I have with the song is I personally feel it lacks replay value for me personally. I kind of feel the same about Cobra as well. While incredibly raw and personal, it's not relatable to me, nor is it something I want to hear like when I'm outside. You feel me? Like, neither of the songs are like club bangers. Hiss, I think, can be a good workout song to really pump you up, but overall, I just don't find myself wanting to replay the song over and over. The song isn't bad, I'm definitely not saying that, but it's not something I always gravitate towards. I do think it's unfortunate the song was surrounded by so much drama, especially as it feels it was pushed so heavily due to some of the events surrounding it. But that's beside the point. And I guess my overall rating of the song is a 7 out of 10. The next song we have was released the same day as Hiss and was met with just as much attention, but for a very, very different reason. We have Ice Spice's Thank You the Ish Fart. Now, this song was a response to Latto's various indirect comments made about Ice online. Ice received a lot of criticism for the song, but I do have to say, I don't know if it's my Gen Z brain or what, but I think it's pretty obvious she was trolling here. Like, whenever people try to critique the song as if it was intended to be some lyrical masterpiece, I honestly question why people are wasting their energy. In my opinion, the song was intended to one, talk her shit to Latto, and two, be funny. And I think Ice Spice achieved that fairly well here. To me, it just feels like a parody song. It's very Lonely Island to me. And I don't take the song too seriously overall. I do enjoy Ice Spice honestly, but I can admit this is one of her weaker songs to date. I do think it's a little bit catchy. I will say Riot never misses when it comes to production, but my overall rating is a 5 out of 10. So, continuing the female rap beef saga we had in the month of January alone, we have Nicki Minaj's Bigfoot. So, Bigfoot is a response to the shots that Megan took at Nicki on Hiss. And I'm not gonna lie, I did consider not even including this song on this ranking solely due to the fact that it is a full on diss song. Every other song on this list was obviously part of these girls' future projects, and they were legitimate songs that were intended to be dropped. You know what I mean? I don't think Nicki ever really intended to drop Bigfoot, nor do I think it's gonna be on a future project. I just the song was obviously made in a different vein than everything else on this list, but nonetheless, the song's iconic, and we're gonna talk about it. Now, I will admit, when the song initially dropped, I was not feeling it, primarily due to the production quality. To put it bluntly, it sounded rushed, but it has been updated since then, and honestly, the song is not as bad as people made it out to be. I am not going to go too deep into the drama of it all, but I do feel that Nicki had some pretty funny moments on this song. Like, she said some undeniably funny shit on this track. You can be mad at me all you want, but I think it's so funny when Nicki says, if you a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw. Sorry, not sorry. The song, in my opinion, it has highs and it has lows. There's points in the song where I'm super engaged, and there's points that I feel fall flat personally. I also think the song would have been better without the whole monologue at the end. Overall, my ranking is a 7 out of 10, and I honestly wouldn't have given it that when it initially dropped, but it is funny and it's grown on me a lot. And I do have one question. Is it my fault I got good vagina? And for our final release from January, we have Monaleo's Don Julio. Now, I'm not gonna lie, with all the rap beef centric drops we've gotten this month, Monaleo's Don Julio is honestly quite refreshing. Leo is definitely talking her shit as per usual, and I really like her energy on this song. I think Leo always devours these high energy, shitting on dudes type of songs. I think this is a very clear lane for her that she strives in. The bars in the song are a 10 out of 10. I find them to be witty, funny, relatable, which honestly I love from any rap song. Personally, I just want to hear some intelligent, some well thought out double entendres that really make you think, and I think Monaleo not only delivered that on this track, but she does that on all her tracks. The beat is dope as hell, and I definitely feel how Raymonte feels in this video. I'm gonna have to give this song a 9 out of 10 solely because I need to hear a second verse on it. So, moving into February, the next song that we have to talk about is JT's Sideways. Now, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I truly think that JT is the dark horse of female rap. I feel like a lot of people overlook her for various reasons, but it doesn't take away from the fact that JT is an incredibly skilled rapper. Like, this girl can genuinely rap her ass off, and while not being this traditional hard hitting rap song full of disses and overly braggadocious claims, JT is still most definitely spitting on Sideways. The song overall has such a sensual vibe to me, but she is still talking her ish, so this track really makes me feel like a bad bitch. This is the perfect song to do your makeup to, chill, smoke a little bit, hang out with some friends. Like, it's honestly such a chill vibe. It really has that you can't fuck with me energy that I really like. And I think JT really does have potential to do well in the game. So my overall rating of Sideways would be an 8 out of 10. So only a week after JT dropped her solo track, fellow city girl Young Miami dropped her solo track 50/50. Honestly, I don't know how to beat around the bush here, so I'm just gonna be blunt. I find this song super boring. I've personally never really been a fan of her, nor the City Girls as an ensemble, and this song doesn't really change that for me. Honestly, this song is just super mediocre. Like, it's really nothing special. Young Miami brings nothing new to the table. She isn't saying anything revolutionary. In my opinion, this song is the definition of mid. And that's even being generous. The only, and I mean the only semi interesting line to me was the academics line. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I listened to the song to try to make this review, I couldn't even finish it all the way through. I know a lot of people like her due to her personality, and I do think she's a good interviewer, but the whole music thing is just not for her. I'm sorry. Personally, I'm gonna have to give this song a 2 out of 10, and I still low key think that is me being generous. Alright, so next up, I wanted to talk about Glorilla's Yeah Glow. So, to be very honest, I would not consider myself a fan of glows. Personally, I've never been super into anything she's ever put out, so I wasn't anticipating this drop, honestly. But let me just say that Yeah Glow is a bop and a half. I genuinely did not think I was gonna like this song, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even listen to it when it first dropped. But when I first heard this song when I was outside, yeah, no, she ate. This is a really good turn up song, something you can add to your gym playlist to hype you up. I know this song sounds so good in the club. Like, I just love this energy. Songs where the girls are just hyping themselves up and rubbing off their bad bitch energy onto us listeners are honestly my faves. So Glorilla definitely surpassed my expectations with this one, and I'm gonna have to give her an 8 out of 10. So circling back to all this female rap drama that we have ignited this year, it is time to talk about Latto's Sunday Service. So, Sunday Service is Lotto's response to Ice Spice's Thank You the Ish, and its snippet, in a way, really got this beef rolling. The song itself, I kind of have mixed reviews of. Personally, I will say the song has grown on me since its initial drop. I think Lotto can definitely spit, and I do think she got her point across here. And I do find it to be one of the better quote unquote diss songs, if you can call it that, released this quarter. But I do have to be honest, I sometimes find some of the bars in these songs to be corny. Like the bar about having ice boiling. I get it, but I just find it to be lackluster. I just feel like Lotto possesses the skill to out rap a lot of these girls, but she's trying like too hard to be funny, and in my opinion, it's not landing. There's a handful of other lyrics in the song that just didn't land for me personally. But, and it's a big but, I do find the chorus to be catchy as fuck. Honestly, especially the 20 blacks apparently pull up like Sunday service is so fucking catchy. Honestly, when I made the playlist to listen to all of these songs on repeat to make this review, out of all the songs, the chorus to Sunday Service has been stuck in my head the absolute most. Like, I will give Lotto her tens there. She ate the fuck out of this chorus. But honestly, the more I listen to this song, it does feel like a lot of the disses about Ice Spice were kind of a last minute addition. Also, I don't understand the female rap homage shit she was trying to pull to promote the song. I still feel like it was a cop out. Overall, the disses weren't really hidden for me, and the song's kind of having an identity crisis, but the chorus is catchy, so I'm gonna give her like a 6.5 out of 10 because I know Lotto can do a lot better. Next up on the docket, we have Saweetie's Rich Tivities, and honestly, I don't even know what to say about this song other than I just don't like it. The beat's dope and I wish it was used for a better song lyrically. I'm super into astrology and even the astro bars that she was trying to do, they were corny to me. The song's mad boring. This is another one that I never could finish all the way through. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, honestly. But I did see a tweet where someone kind of criticized her for releasing a song like this in the middle of our economic climate. And honestly, I don't mean to get political, but yeah, girl, we poor out here. And I mean, good for you if you can, but I can't relate to this shit. But the new song she previewed sounded good, so I'm gonna save my energy for that record. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10 only because I like the beat. Moving on. Okay, so for a change in overall sound to wrap up our February releases, Next, I want to dive into Rico Nasty's Arin Tin Tin Tin. Let me kick this off by saying I love Rico down. This is a Rico Nasty stan account, and I will talk about her any chance I get. Now, I don't know how many of y'all fuck with Rico, like I fuck with Rico, but Arin Tin 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 is a bop and a half. I know her style is more alternative and not many people gravitate towards that, but this song, please give this song a listen. It's kind of hyperpop, it's kind of EDM, it's very different, but it gives me this Y2K vibe that I love. This song would sound so dope in the club too. Like the energy is absolutely insane. I personally believe that she is one of the only rap girls that can pull off this song, so I'm happy that she went in this direction. I'm not gonna cover the full EP that she dropped, Hardcore Dreams, in this video, but I will briefly say that I do enjoy those songs on that project as well. Overall, Rico gets her tens for me for Arin Tin Tin Tin, Arin Tin Tin. Now, the very first day of March was kicked off with Cardi B's official return with her Like What freestyle. Now, between the two songs that Cardi released this month, I will say that this one was my least favorite. It just didn't do much for me, personally. On my original review, I think I stated I found this song to be kind of safe for her, and I stand by that. It's a very generic song, even for Cardi standards. I understand why she wanted to take this approach, especially as her latest releases haven't reached the same hype as her older songs previously has. But honestly, listening to the song in a playlist with all of the other releases from this quarter, it was just very underwhelming. Also, I don't know why it was branded as a freestyle when it isn't. It literally has a chorus. The song was pre-written and that's okay. I'm not sure why it was branded as such. But for me, this song gets a solid 5. Alright, while we're talking about Cardi, we might as well knock out Enough slash Miami, released only 2 weeks after the Like What freestyle. So for me personally, this song is a lot more entertaining than Like What. I think her flow is better. I find her lyrics to be more thought out. I find it to be catchier. Overall, I do find this to be a better song, and I think that was reflected in the public's reaction. But my feelings overall for the song still haven't changed too much. I find the lyrics to be lackluster and super generic. And I know it's Cardi, who's never really been known for having top tier lyrics, but nonetheless, it brings really nothing new to the table that anyone who regularly listens to a lot of rap music hasn't already heard before. If this was like the first rap song you've ever heard, I'd understand why you would like it, but to me, it's extremely basic and lackluster, so I'm gonna have to give it a 6. Also released on the same day as Enough slash Miami, we have Sexyy Red's Get It Sexy, Get It Sexy, boy you know this ass super fat, I ain't lying. Yo, this song is catchy as hell. I genuinely did not think I would be adding this song to my playlist, but I've been listening to it a lot more than I initially thought. To me, she is so Chief Keef coded, if that makes any sense. I don't know if this sounds weird, but something about Get It Sexy makes me want to turn up the same way Love Sosa does. I know that's a weird comparison, but it makes sense in my head. I know this song is going to keep climbing the charts, and I already predict it's going to take over the same way Pound Town did. This song is definitely a hit, and even though I do think it'll do well for her, and while I do find it catchy at the moment, I don't think it has too much long-term appeal for me personally, because this is kind of how I felt about Pound Town too, as well. I I like Pound Town too, but the original Pound Town. I do see myself forgetting about this song in a few months. Thus, I give Get It Sexy a 6 out of 10. Next up is the only actual project that I will be talking about on this ranking. We have Flo Milli's EP Fine Ho Stay. Now, I know a lot of people said that while they liked the project, they didn't think it lived up to her previous EPs, and I do see where they are coming from, but that doesn't change the fact that I really do love this project. I love the whole lover girl energy I get from it. Like, this is what I put on when I'm like putting on my makeup and getting ready to see my little boy toy. Like, you feel me? I think most of the songs on this album are bops. I still feel iffy about some of the features, but overall, I do enjoy Flo herself on this body of work. But just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna talk about my fave and my least favorite songs from this album. My personal favorite song is the opener, Understand. I think Flo has a really good energy on this track. The bars, the lyrics, they're there for me personally. My least favorite song, honestly, is the Never Lose Me remix. Sorry, not sorry, but I just love the OG so much that none of the remixes have done anything for me personally. Flo, please stop remixing this song. It's perfect as is. Anyways, my rating for Fine Ho Stay is a 9 out of 10. And for our final entry on this ranking, as well as the last song released on this overall quarter, we have Doechii's Alter Ego featuring JT. Now, this song is still fairly new as it hasn't even been out for a week as of writing this, but in my opinion, it is undeniable how epic this song is, especially compared to all the other releases this quarter. The song is truly one of its kind. I don't see any other female rapper in this day and age taking like this type of sound, and I really appreciate Doechii for doing this. The chorus is so fun to me. It really makes me want to get up and dance. Like, if the clubs played more of this type of music and less of the stereotypical Billboard Top 40 shit they be playing, I'd actually fucking be there. JT's verse is growing on me more and more with each listen. I initially didn't think she brought as much energy as Doechii, but now I'm loving that like soft voice, and I don't know, I think it's a good vibe. I'm not sure if this is a weird comparison, but something about the song reminds me of the Spice Girls. I don't know. It's just so Y2K coded to me. Overall, I love this song and I'm happy we are ending the quarter on such a high and energetic note. So I'm going to give Alter Ego a 9 out of 10. Woo! So we finally got through every single female rap release from the first quarter of 2024. And I honestly didn't think it was going to take that long. Oh my god. So, as promised, I will name my top 3 and my bottom 3 queens of the quarter, and the loser will sashay away. Let's start with the bottom 3. In third place, I have the Never Lose Me remix by Flo Milli featuring SZA and Cardi B. Second place goes to Rich Titties by Saweetie. And my personal least favorite release of this quarter is Young Miami's 50/50. And on to the top 3, where the winner will win a lifetime supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics. In third place, I have Alter Ego by Doechii and JT. Second place is Don Julio by Monaleo. And my personal favorite song released this quarter is Arin Tin 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 by Rico Nasty. Overall, I think we had a really interesting first quarter of 2024 for female rap. There are a lot of rap beefs, there are a lot of bops, there were a few misses, but overall, it was really exciting to see a lot of the main rap girls drop these past few months. I know we got some albums coming out soon, so I'm super excited to talk about those later in the year. If you made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you, and second of all, please let me know your personal opinions on the songs from this quarter. I definitely had a lot of fun making this, so even if this video doesn't perform well, I do anticipate doing this again for the second quarter, and so on, because this was genuinely a lot of fun. So I hopefully you guys had fun watching. If you're curious what my overall ranking of all the songs compared, I made a tier. I'll insert that right here. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Between biting,